1978 Indy 500 here is we're going to have to start it like this because for some reason the rolling start of this track is broken and the AI just gets stuck for some reason somehow. It really doesn't make any sense. Saldana was almost wrecking with us instead of just by himself. He run Rolling Dawn back. A couple people there that were bouncing off the wall. 60 laps like we've done with every single Indy 500. Stay inside. There's Foyt's right next to us now. Don't like racing the pack here. Especially when I'm getting ran over for some reason. Whoa! Their aggression isn't that high, so I don't know why they're acting like they need to get around me like right now. Whoa! AI here in this game are really wonky on ovals. We have to make do. Okay. Actually, that's a major checkup down the front. Almost hit the tires right there. I can't remember what car we're in. Honestly, I don't think it really matters at this point. It's more just about racing. Make sure we don't die like he almost did in the wall. It's 3 laps in a row that has happened to us. Or has happened to the AI, so that's a little scary. A Bagley in front of us, or Bagley, however you would say that. I would say Bagley. Almost wrecked really bad there. Fast pace is what's going to make it easy for us. Parsons, I believe, and you got John Cox. I didn't know he stole my outside. Some room. They run like the middle lane for whatever reason. I think that's what's causing the wreck, or almost wreck off 2 or out 1, and I believe they're trying off 3. Big checkup. That's Steve Kinley. I think. It's the only Kinzer I can think of. What's up? Oh. I guess you can't just press escape, you have to press cancel. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know if the front end's damaged from that one contact. I don't know, it's not. It's just because the dirty air is like really heavy in these cars. Here now my car is actually having to start to drive again. Now, we do have to pit around halfway. Ooh, and there's a crash, and there's a car upside down. He's coming across the track like an idiot. That was weird. Over the wall again. Good lane where there's Bobby Unser in front of us. Simon next to us in a 17 car. Trying to get a room as we think we're 3 wide. This is only a 5th that we're racing against right here, I think, unless... Yeah, no, there's another pack up here, there's another wreck somehow. Oops. That might have damaged the car a little bit. Alright. That was burning. Oh, that was a mistake. I just got Danny on Gaius in front of us. Trying to get around him without doing what I did with whoever that was behind us. For some reason, just fades through the wall like that. Yeah, they're like getting all over the place, even though their aggression is like really low. I don't know what's going on with that. And we take the lead on lap 11. And that goes by completed laps, so if anything, we're on lap 12, completing lap 11. There's another car in the wall. Jesus. This race is all over the place. Definitely a wreck fest of an Indy 500, that's for sure. Obviously a flat out corner. Pretty sure even in a cut car that's flat out in the second part of that little square corner. And there's another car. There's so many cars wrecking for weird reasons. They're not, the aggression is not even that high. I don't know why they're wrecking so much. It's literally at like, I think it was like 10%, because I decided to turn it down more. Because the default, I think it was like at 20%. He seems not be able to get around this track. We have about, I say, a little bit more of a corner of a lead, or a little bit more than a corner of a lead. And right now we're 7 seconds ahead. We're not going for any speed records. We're just trying to hopefully not get involved in any of the wrecks that happen. Hopefully we can just make it to the end. Definitely a weird one. Now, Bobby on the stream is on second. Catching whoever this is in front of us. Losing down in 27th after all the wrecking. Seems like it's calmed down now. In the draft. I know who it is. I just can't remember the name. 'Cause we were just with him. God, that's gonna kind of bother me a little bit because I was like, one time I could have kept my knowledge. The 25 is obviously the AI guy. I mean, that's pretty easy. That one I can remember pretty well. Everybody else is kind of unknown for me, unless if I can see like a scheme or sponsor that I know from them, or the number. I made sure this was the Indy 500 set too, which I don't know if it has even like a disqualified cars, so maybe there's some changes in the lineup from this in real life, which I want, because, well, what's the point of racing if it's not different? But it was the same, you know? I want to see something. Can I see it from here? Oh yeah, the front wing's perfectly fine. Just want to make sure that we didn't get any damage from that. Might have like a teensy bitty damage from kind of rear-ending that guy, but not enough to be like a huge issue in this game. In real life, it would have probably been a major issue. Probably would have had to come down pit lane, get it fixed. Oh wait, no, I can show you the car now. We're in the number, was it 48? 43. I don't remember who it was that drove this car in real life. We're driving it now. Coming up to lap 20. Because we're completing lap 19. When you see laps, that means laps completed. We're not completed at lap 20, but we're on lap 20. That's how that works. And that's how our factor goes through its laps, you know? So whenever it says lap 59, we're actually on the last lap. If I remember correctly. I believe the Sierra, or the old Papyrus/Sierra games used to, for NASCAR, used to do the same exact thing, I'm pretty sure. Whoa, buddy. That was a weeble wobble. It's the worst one not the worst one I've seen. Really seen cars wrecked. So it looks like we're gonna have to pit once. No. 22.5 is the gallons. We have 8 laps left on our run here. Can save it like this. Only for a fact if AI were like in ours, or they were competitive at least. Not competitive, I mean at least where they don't wreck all the time. Like once in a while it's fine. All the time, Jesus, that's like too much. Okay, on guys is back now in second, as you see on the little thing on the bottom right there. Pack in front of us now. This goes all the way up to, I believe it says 18. And the last car we passed was a car 23rd, so it's 22nd through 18 fits in front of me right now. Damn, the drop is very huge. We're hitting 220 down the backstretch. Around these guys who we've passed before. The 11 car also is a car that I know. I have an idea of who it is, it's just I can't remember the name. And obviously I can remember Foyt's because it's the number 14, it's pretty easy to remember. Foyt and number 14, like, pretty much his whole life there. Talking about his car is really well. So it looks like we're going to be able to make it past halfway. So I think it is going to be a one lap or a one stop race. So I don't know how much it said it was at the start of the race, but definitely does not look like it's supposed to be six laps, because it seems like this. It was like the longest 8 laps. Like I think it was on 8 laps for like 2 laps. So unless it changes now, I just haven't paid attention. And I'll be righted. But let's see here. This last lap will change right here. So let's see. Does it stay on lap 6 for this whole entire time? It looks like it. So that means theoretically, we'd probably make it to like 40, maybe? So it would be way past halfway. Maybe lap 35, not lap 30, but, or not lap 40, but like lap 35 in that range. Okay, so these guys go all the way up to 7th. So the first 6 cars, or first 5 cars after me have broken off like pack racing, have single filed out. So it's kind of like the Ashton Weaverville Settle Corsa race that we did with the Cup Series. They get in a pack, and once they can break out of the pack, they're really fast and start running away and by themselves and not in groups. Because if they start getting into a group, then they can just get stuck and then pack up the rest of the way. think this part also is helping me with the fuel. Having to slow down a lot, trying to stay off of these guys. Whoa. That was almost a wreck right there. I'm surprised I haven't seen a wreck right now. Usually it would be kind of normal for a wreck to happen like midway to the race, not so early in the race. Holy crap. 17 car, I think that was Dick Simon. That was a little too close for my comfort. Red car. Lift. Yeah, underneath the 16 car. I still think I remember who that is. I can't think of the name. If I didn't have the name, I would know. There's another 40 car. I think I lapped up 7th if I'm correct. Maybe it would be lap 40 because it looks we're still on lap 5 and it's been 2 laps now. So either our mileage is great or that calculation's off. Just stop doing that. I gotta get a new one apparently. Everything moves and it just cracks. Hey, what's that? What was that? I saw something next to the wall. That was weird. I don't know what that was. It didn't look like a tire. It didn't look like a wing or some sort or anything. Any damaged part. That was a weird one. So I could try and diagnose it. What is that? Is that like a... There's like something right there where it turns into the brown wall. Or I think it would be just like an unpainted wall or something. It's like some type of tumbleweed or something there. Here there's a bush next to the wall that's poking through. Notice I could just wait until we got 1 lap left on the little calculation. Because if anything, that means we got like 2 laps left. At most. Like there's like a bush there. Here and there, and there's just a color in the wall, and it's just throwing me off. We also lapped up to 7th, so our car is definitely really fast. But I also think the AI are just not figuring it out since it's R factor. Of 60s, we passed halfway a couple laps ago. We were on lap 34 actually. We got done with lap 33. So, reality, maybe it would be lap 40 or 42 when we come in. Somewhere in the early 40s is where we're gonna have to come back in. Or come in and finish the race off. Alright, we're 30 seconds ahead. So on Gaius is in second. Or Bobby Unser's in second. On Gaius is in third. Al Unser's 5th. I don't know why there's 2 Bobby Unsers for. That makes no sense. Larry Dixon. Then you got Krisloff. I think he was the one that had that fatal crash at Toronto, I believe. Here, that's a different, like, Loff. Gordon John Cox. Pancho Carter. That is one driver I do remember the name of without looking at the first name. Obviously, 84 Salt Water. You got Wally Dallenbach. Nick Simon, I knew it was Nick Simon. I still don't know if that's Steve Kinzer or not. I don't think it's Steve Kinzer because I don't think he was in racing that for that much. And there's a lot of Dick Simons for whatever reason. You got Snyder, Parsons, Hukel, Bagley, McCluskey, Lescos. I don't know how to say that last name, not even gonna try. Gelhaus, I think. Benhausen. Alvarado, I think. I don't know. Another Parsons, Sneva, Saldana, who we almost worked with early in the race, I think, unless I'm imagining things. Another Bagley, another Wather, another Hukel, or however you say that, Carl, and then Mario Andretti in last. So there's that. We knocked up to 6th. So now I'm going to try to make sure we have fuel up as much as possible. That's, I should change that. Back down to where it was, because I think I changed something. Wait a minute, can I change size? Yeah, there is something to change size, right? Because, yeah, you do no change. Left front, right tire? I try to do this without repairing. There we go. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna back off here. So we're gonna pit Larry on lap 40. So we're not coming in when we come through to lap 40. When we come to lap 40, that's when we're gonna come back around and do a pit stop. I believe that was 5th place that we just passed, and then 4th place right there. I thought this game was smart about who goes into the race, but I guess it's not that smart. Okay, so cross the line here and then come back that line. Gaius, who dropped down to 3rd, I believe. And I think we passed 4th. Okay, so come down pit lane. Don't know if there's a pit limit. Oh, we missed it by a lot. That was a very bad mistake there. I love the difference in the sounds of the engine. That was my favorite part about NASCAR. Back in the day when a couple cars would sound like Indy cars and then you hear some roaring V8s after that. Okay, we're gonna be a nice person. We're gonna stay underneath the blending line as it believes. Yeah, 2nd place is pitted. So that was about the right time to pit. So we were not stupid to pit there. Should be a nice, really gentleman. Oh, there's a car in the middle of the track and somebody just center punched him. Well, there's the late race wreck there. So we only have 20 to go, coming up to about 19 to go, I believe. So we are on technically lap 41. Now we're going to be lap 42 after we're going to pass this guy in front of us, who is a lap down, 28. He's going to be about probably 26 in a minute. After that center punch of a wreck there. We've been around a lot of wrecks. Not seen a lot of wrecks, but we've been around a lot of carnage. And they're still wrecking up there. You know, it's just a tire that's moving. It looks like it's just a tire, but there's a lot of debris and everything. Slow it down, get down the bottom. He just destroyed him. Oh, there's a car upside down right here. What's going on this lap? There's a car in the wood. What is going on? What just happened? That literally makes no sense. Okay, well, a lot of people are out of the race after whatever that lap was. That was the hellish lap number like 41, 40 to 41 right there. Even 42. Like that was bad. Don't know what happened there. Apparently there's a car still stopped in like turn 4 around there. Didn't even see that car. Unless if I saw it, I just don't remember it. It was supposedly in like 16th or 19th. He's starting to move a little bit, so must have gotten going somewhere and just got stuck real quick and got going again. See cars coming out of the pit lane. A little draft. No, I don't really need it, but have a little fun at it while you're at it, you know. Oh my goodness. Who are you? Gun guys made it through, we hit some debris, almost went up into the wall. There's 2 more cars on the infield in turn 4. This race is, at the beginning it was very hectic. There we go. I don't know why I keep sounding like, in my mind I'm sounding different than what I'm actually saying. And then, beginning of the race, chaos. Right now, chaos. In between, it was like the most relaxed, like about 25 laps I've ever felt in a race before. And it just kicks back off. Somebody just killed a tire over here in turn 4. I think that's the 11 car it is. Now it's gonna settle down, never mind, I don't know who that was. I looked down for a second just to see where we're at, and compared to everybody else, and then saw cars slide across the screen. Don't know where he came from, don't know who that was, don't know what happened to him. I saw there's a car over the wall again. It's the second car I've seen over the wall somehow, some way. I think the AI phases through the walls at this track, because I know it phase, because I can literally, you see right there, I start rolling up the wall. Maybe roll up through the fence, maybe the fence is not touchable, maybe, I don't know. Or in the corners, I really don't know, because even in the corners, I've done some practice laps and just slammed the wall before, and they're definitely there. Definitely solid by those guys. Coming up to lap number 48, and we complete lap 47. Bowie Unser's in second still. Oh, that was him. We just lapped him. Has some damage. Is that on guys? It looks like it's on guys. He's missing half of a wing there. It looks like the color on Guy's car. It could be the 11 car. So, oh, that was not on Guy's. That was Bowie Unser. We lapped him twice. Where did we lap him before? Maybe 30 pit stops? Huh, that's weird. Well, now we got 10 laps to go here on lap 51. The race is definitely going brutally. It's been the weirdest race I've ever had, besides that Paul Riviera, or not Riviera, like reverse, I don't know how to say his last name. That one Daytona IMSA race in 73, that one was a literal disaster. At least this one is still pretty raceable. That was just weird. So then we got in the co-driver and he wrecked, and everybody wrecked, so it's like, oh well, the race is over. Don't know what happened there. Almost happened to another race that I did. It's not going to be out until probably way later than this. The Road Atlanta race that I did. Jesus Christ. So, now we're at, we have 8 to go. Got 8 to go. I'm trying to figure out how, because I know we're going to fuel, obviously. There's no doubt about that, but hopefully nothing crazy goes on and we don't get absolutely swept up into it. That would be very disappointing. I think the worst race I've ever had that wasn't part of like a bonus thing was probably, and as in Wreckfest, it was probably like an old Charlotte race that I did. Sometimes Charlotte can really be a no, Darlington, that's right. Darlington used to be the worst thing ever because for some reason that track's AI, they like to wreck a lot for no reason. I don't know why they did that. Like we would have races where only 10 cars finished in the race, and I would wreck out a lot of them because well, I mean, I get fucked up into it again. The only race I won at Darlington was the Rebel 400 and then the 1969 Southern 500. I don't remember which Rebel 400 I won, but I won one of them. I think it might have been 63, it might have been 64. Unless it was like late, it might have been like 68 or 67. I'm not sure what year. 6 to go, coming up to 5 to go this time. Be able to lap the field again, I know that. So we're probably going to stay with 2 laps on the field as we're coming to 3 to go this time. Just going to make sure if anything does indeed happen in front of us, if we don't wreck into it like we almost did with that one time in turn 2, which that was weird. I looked up into turn 2, did not see a car wrecking, and I looked down and then I looked back up at the car sliding across the track in front of me. Made no sense. Definitely the guys helping me with that one. Definitely Kyle Busch, Greg Biffle, and Michael Nett helping me with that one. Giving me some grace there. Coming to 2 to go. Won, I think, only 2 indies. I think we've only done 2 indies. So this can be our 3rd. We're gonna be like pretty much unbeatable in our Indy runs. Holy crap. I don't like the way we're at. Back out of it. Use a draft to get back by. Please, come on, guys. Get it straight. Get it going. Come on. Keep it straight, keep it going this time. Coming up to the white flag this time by. For the Kyle Busch, the Greg Biffle, and Michael Nett. And we're pretty much going to win for them, pretty much. As long as nothing happens in front of us. We haven't over-revved the engine at all. Or at least too badly. So, it should be pretty easy. Even if we do, I think if I just clutch it in, even if I do blow it in like turn 3, I could probably make it all the way. So I don't have to worry about time, because I have 2 laps ahead of them, so like, it won't matter. Get off turn 3 for the final time, come through turn 4 for the final time, and we're going to win the 1978 Indy 500 as somebody hits the wall off turn 4 there. And the weirdest race I've ever raced that isn't the 1973 IMSA Daytona race. That one beats this one, but for it to be a bonus, this one beats it for a full-fledged race. Like, Jesus, that was crazy. Made no sense whatsoever. The only other races you could really compare that to is like the Darlington races that we used to do in our season races. But there it is. We won it for Bush, Biffle, and Annette there. Started from last, got first after a very botched like starting, but you know they're just gonna fly through there with no regard. I mean, I don't blame them.